Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a brand new episode where today I'm finally building my last Dyno Slammer. That's right, this is the last one. I went through all the GT Pro Freestyle tours, then I went into the Bashgar bikes, and we'll see what's going to happen next. But I gave you guys a sneak peek on my Instagram channel. If you guys aren't following that, go follow that. I'll put it up on the screen there. But I put all my sneak peek and the stuff that's coming on there, so go check it out. But yes, I'm going to be switching brands. We're going to go with a whole new brand of bike build. So go to my Instagram channel, check that out. But if this is your first time on my channel, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to show you what this Dyno Slammer looks like. Yes, it's the last one. This one was done by Ernie's in a black metallic. It's absolutely gorgeous. Check this out. So as you can see, she's been sitting in a box for almost 3 months, and just look at her. She's all nice and done there, completely powdered in this black metallic. She's not sure if the camera's going to pick that up, but it's a beautiful black metallic. Looks black under normal lighting, but when you put it out in the sun, it looks absolutely amazing. But this is the bike that we're going to build. See the dropouts there. Take a look at these dropouts, by the way. Look how thick those dropouts are. Super sick. This is an early 1990. Again, it's a January build, probably my rarest frame. I do have other Dyno Slammers, as you can see right over there. This is a February, and that's actually a Dyno Slammer too. But these were done in the blue and burgundy kind of chrome accents there. But this one here, we're going to do this one up, and I'm super excited. And we got all the parts that finally came in. Check it out. We're going to unwrap everything together, and I'm going to show you everything that we're going to do here. We've got all the parts, did a lot of chroming, and that's really what took so long. It took a very long time to get these parts back because of the chroming. The chroming takes the longest. Thank you, Mark Drone, for the chrome job that you were able to do on these parts. And it came out absolutely amazing. I saw pictures and video, but haven't seen it in real life. Super excited. Going to unbox it here with you. Stay tuned, and I'll show you what they look like. Okay guys, I wanted to give you another angle here of the powder job that Ernie's did on this bike, which just came out absolutely gorgeous. You can see there the stamping and the made in USA. Now this is a multiple stage powder job, so this is just not one coat. There's multiple coats to get this kind of clear metallic look. So it's really hard when you're putting on coats to really get those logos, because that powder can get real thick and you don't see those logos. But of course, Ernie's knocked that out of the park and did an excellent job on this one. You can see the bash guard there, and then that unicorn down tube that doesn't quite meet to the center there. If you want to see what this bike looked like, I'm going to throw the video up there so you guys can check it out. You can see the before, and then of course come back to this video in the after. But there's a little history of where this bike came from and what it looked like. But this bike just came out absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. And by the way, June 14th, Buckeye Bike Show. I'm going to be there again. This will be my second year going to the Buckeye Bike Show. Hope to see you there. If you see me, come up and say hi. I love meeting all of you sincerely. That's going to be an amazing show. I'll be there. And of course, I'll be filming all the bikes. So make sure that you check that video that's going to be coming out here within the next few weeks. But yes, that's the frame. We're going to put it together, guys. This one is going to look badass. All right, guys, the time has come. We're going to unbox everything. We're going to unwrap it. I'm going to show you here. This is the first time I'm going to see it. I just love, unwrapping this with you so that you can see my reaction and what everything looks like. So it's all genuine, but obviously those are the bars. We got the forks here. A lot of chrome is going to be on this bike. So if you don't like chrome, you're probably not going to like this build, but you know how much I like chrome. For those of you who watch the channel, you know I love chrome. I don't keep anything really OG unless it's a true survivor, and then I don't want to touch it. I do have a survivor, and I do have another survivor on the way. Hint, hint. But this is going to look amazing. So we're going to unwrap this, and I'll show you what it looks like. By the way, guys, if you hadn't checked out the website, got new merch. This is a new shirt here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is a brand new shirt. This is the black with the pink logo. So you can pick yourself up a shirt if you want. 25 bucks. That's all it is. Certainly helps the channel, helps me build these bikes, so I can do these videos for you. But we're going to unwrap all of this, and I'm going to show you each part that's going to go on this bike, and I think you guys are going to love this one. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, let's get into it. We're going to go over the parts here, and we'll start here at the very top with the dyno seat. That is going to go on this beauty here. This one does have a little bit of rash on it, so I am looking for a better conditioned seat. If you've got one that's minty, let me know. Let's talk. Of course, we got our inner tubes that are going to go on there. Here's our decals from Thomas Weekly. Shout out to you, Thomas. Appreciate you always hooking me up with all my decals. This is the traditional colors. I was thinking about going with the chrome, but I thought it might be too much because there's already a lot of chrome that's going on this bike. So we're going to try these out for now. And then we've got our reproduction, repop cables. There's the front and the gyro cables. For whatever reason, these are back order in Pork Chop in the color black. But luckily I had an extra set. Moving over here, we've got our pit bulls, and I got 3 sets that I got from Mark. Look at that, all in chrome. How beautiful is that? I mean, come on, that looks absolutely gorgeous. But we'll take the best one out of those 3 and use those. We also chromed out the 2001 front brake. Look at that. And Mark threw in some decals there for the Odyssey Pit Bulls. We got our GT OG brake pads there. And then we've got our chrome forks that just came back. Look at that. I mean, come on. These came out absolutely stunning. Those are going to be going on this build. I'm so excited. We're coming over here. We've got the, oh my God, look at the Epoch. Look at the Epoch, all polished out. Zoom in, polished out and powdered in with the black inlays. Thank you, Mark, for that. That looks absolutely amazing. And then, of course, we got our gyro plates there. We've got our double bolt seat post clamp. That's going to go on there. This is an extra one I had laying around. This is not air correct for this build, but I will probably sell this one. But I wanted to get that polished anyway. We've got our drain pipe seat post looking ever so fresh there. We got our Tech 7s. These were just ones that I bought from a gentleman in Australia. Thank you very much. Along with these, look at those cranks. These are OG cranks. I hate those decals. We're going to switch those out. But these are dated 87 and they're matching 175 millimeter. And then we've got our bottom bracket, and then we got our bars. Check out the bars. They came back from chrome. They look absolutely amazing. Yes, with the triple knurling there. And then we've got our anatomical, look at these. Wow. I got these from Dennis, and Dennis I know was not happy to let these go. These are NOS, never been mounted before. Dennis, I owe you. I promise I will find you another set, but thank you for selling me these. He and I went back and forth on those, but he didn't want to sell them, but he ended up doing it anyway. Then we've got our stems. Look at these, the XL GT bubble font stem. I've got 3 of them, plus this one. I'm probably going to use the best out of the 2 here. This one I'll probably sell. The logos aren't that great. You can see there, you can see the logos are good, but they're polished down. But I'll probably end up selling this and that. Wanted to go ahead and get them polished since Mark had all the parts anyway. And then we got our big wing 43 tooth. Don't know which one I'm going to go with yet. This is NOS, looks absolutely amazing. This is one that Mark polished with a decal. And I tell you, just looking at the 2 of those, man, I tell you, I'm thinking about going with this one. And shout out to you, Tony. As you can see, this has never been done before. This is the first time I'm just kidding. Tony actually did it. He made a comment on Facebook and said he did it already. Didn't see that. Speaking of Tony, he did make these little bolts here for me. These are the bolts that go on the back of these cranks here. You can see that. I do have a set of cranks that's missing that bolt, and that keeps that, you can see it keeps the disc there in place. And was missing one, and he was ever so nice to make these bolts for me. He machined these and sent them to me. So shout out to you, Tony. I put your information. And guys, if you need that bolt right there and it's missing on your cranks, on your OG cranks, just reach out to him. Bottom bracket is there. We have our GT Elite pedals in chrome, looking ever so fresh there. And then we've got our chain. This is just a regular repop chain there. And then we've got our freewheel and our repop tires. Speaking of tires, we got the wheels that came back from Mark as well. Check this out. Look at those polished Yukai hoops. There's a stamp there, if you can see it there on the, oof, look at those super laces that have been chromed. Absolutely gorgeous. These things look magnificent. He got them all balanced for me. They just look absolutely amazing. I'm going to set those there. And that is it, guys. These are all the parts that are going to be going on this frame here. We're going to start building it. I'm going to do a little montage so you can see everything. This one is going to be rad.